to make you can open in later. Yeah. Okay. This is my slide, and also I will give you the slide after this presentation to complete your material today.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, here we will talk about the third part, uh, of this chapter, chapter 4 about vector space. We have already talked about vector space and subspace, and we also have talked about linear independence. Today, we will talk about basis and dimension. And I review shortly about previous meeting. In the previous meeting, we have talked about vector space. Vector space is a space. Vector space is a set with two operation and fulfill 10 condition, 1, 2, up to 10. Then we have already known about the example of a vector space or not a vector space. And then after that, we have talked about the subspace. What is a subspace? A subspace is a subset of a set V, where V is a vector space, and W is also a vector space. And this is the theorem how to prove a subset is a subspace. The first is we take two vectors in W, and we must prove that the addition of two vectors should be in W also. So we must prove the condition close to the addition operation. And also we can operate multiplication by scalar of the vector, and the multiplication by scalar is also must also in a W. So we call it as close to scalar multiplication operation. Okay, and we have taught some example subspace or not a subspace. Then in the week 9, in the previous week, we have discussed about linear independence. Linear independence uh, comes from linear combination. Then we talk about linear combination first. This is linear combination. Linear combination means that we combine by using linear way, add and multiplication by scalar, and uh, the set of uh, uh, the set of vectors v1, v2, vr can make uh, another vector w by using linear combination of them. And the linear combination, all of the linear combination can make a subspace. Yeah, so this is a subspace spanned by a vector space, a set of space. Then this is the notation to say about span of V1, V2, VR. Span of V1, V2, VR become W.
Okay.
And then we uh, we prove that this is an example to prove that we have two vectors, V1 and V2. and V1 and V2 span R2. Span R2, how to do that? We choose we choose any factor u in R2, and we prove that any factors uh, can be linear combination of V1 and V2.
Okay.
And this is some problems to show about a linear combination or not in problem one. Say about we have two factors u and v, and we want to show w is linear combination of u and v or not. Also in b, factor z is a linear combination or not. Linear combination of u and v or not. So we have already discussed, or we have already uh, show how to say about linear combination. And this is number two, say about we can prove, we can say about a set of factors is a span R2 or not. Yeah. In B, in A, in B, we have three factors, span R3 or not. And I have shown you how to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then we talk about linear independence. Linear independence is linear combination by zero. The solution only zero. So K1 V1 plus K2 V2 up to KR VR is equal to zero. Has only one solution. K1 K2 up to KR is equal to zero. So this a requirement of linear independence. If we have any others than zero, then a zero, so we call it a not linear independence or linearly dependence. For example, uh, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1 is linear independence because the linear combination by zero, the solution only K1 and K2 is R0. And number two also not linear independence because we can choose K1 3, K2 1, K3 minus 1 such that the linear combination is equal to zero. So we have that K1, K2, K and K3 are not zero. Okay, some consequence can be happen in this theorem about linear combination. If we have only two or more factor, not linearly independent, if and only if one factors S uh, can be linear combination of other vector in S. So I can show you something here. Uh, so like this, if S is S contains, for example, V2, V1, V2, and VR, V3, for example, then they are not as is not a linear independence independence. So uh, we have that K1 V1 plus K2 plus K2 V2 plus K3 V3 uh, is equal to zero uh, where uh, K1 uh, is not equal to zero, and K2 is not equal to zero, and also K3 is not equal to zero. And it means that we have that V1 will be minus K2 V2 minus K3 V3 divide by K1 divide by K1. So we have that V1 will be can be expressed the linear combination of V2 and V3 and so on. Yeah, V2 also can be a linear combination of V1 and V3, and also V3 can be a linear combination of V1 and V2. So we if we have not linear independence, so it must be happen. Yeah, it can be happen. Okay. This is some theorems. You can use this theorem without proving anything. Uh, just apply these theorems. This theorem says that finite set which has zero factors, it must be linearly independent. So if you has a set of like factors and contain zero factors, so this set must be linearly independent. Yeah, and set uh, only have two factors, linearly independent, if and only if a factor is multiplication of other factors. So this is easy to solve to show that if you have only two factors in set S, so linearly independent, so independence. So you will have that V1 must be multiplication any scalar with the V2, and also V2 will be uh, multiplication by scalar by V1. Yeah, so they must be multiplication of its other vectors. Yeah. Uh, and this one, if you have vectors where uh, the number of vectors in this set are greater than the vector space, so S will be linearly dependent. Jadi kalau ada sejumlah vektor yang jumlahnya lebih dari ruang vektor Rn-nya, maka pasti himpunan tersebut bergantung linear. Jadi tidak bebas linear. Okay, so this is have been done in the previous meeting.
Ya.
We can yes. Any question? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay. Uh, this is have been done before.
Ya.
That we have three factors. So we can we can check whether this vector, this set is linear independence or not. Uh, how do that? We do like this. Q1 A1 plus Q2B and plus Q3 C is equal to 0, and so we must multiply Q1 with -3, 0, and 4, and then Q2 uh, is 1 and 2, and K3 of 1, 1, and 3 is equal to 0, 0, 0. So you will have three equation -3 K1 in the first component plus 5 K2 plus K3 is equal to 0, and the second will be minus K2 plus K3 is equal to 0, and the third for K1 plus 2 K2 plus 3 K3. So you can find the solution. The solution, I think K1, K2, and K3 are equal to 0. So the set so the set A, B, and C is linear independent. Yeah, so this is how to prove uh, a set of vectors whether is linear independent or not. Okay, that's all the introduction to before we talk about our today meeting. This is the material for today. We want to talk about basis and dimension. Basis and dimension. What is basis? Basis is a set of vectors. A set of vectors in a vector space is called basis if they fulfill two conditions. S is linearly independent, and second, S spans at V. Yeah, so in the operational, we can prove S is linearly independent by using this linear combination Q1, V1, F plus Q2, V2, plus blah, 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 QR, VR, VR is equal to 0, and then we must find that Q1 uh, to KR, KR, uh, KR should be 0. Yeah, this is how to show linearly independence. And what about span? How to show span? Span is we choose U, any factor U in V, and we must uh, we must uh, we must show that U can be a linear combination of V1, K2, V2, and uh, to VR. So we we must show that we must find that K1, K2, KR should be eksis ya.
Okay.
Jadi harus ada ya, harus diketemukan.
Okay, sir.
So this is should be eksis. Sometimes they are not access in this condition. If that condition, we can say that S is not span V. Yeah. But if they have, if we can find K1, K2 up to KR, so we say that S spans V. Okay, so to say that a set of vectors is a basis of a vector space. So we must prove two things. Yeah, S is linearly independent, and the second S span V. For example, this one. This is a span of R2 Y. Yeah, so this is a claim. Yeah, we claim that this set is a basis of R2. To prove our claim, we must do two things. We must show that W is linearly independent. We must show that W spans R2. And for linearly independence, we do like this. Yeah, we do like this. We make a linear combination and equalize by zero. So this is easy vectors because contains only 1, 0, 0, 1. It makes us easier to find the solution. Why? Because we have here multiplication by scalar a 0 plus this is 0 b and equalized by 0, 0. So we add these vectors a comma b is equal to 0, 0. So we have that u and b should be 0. And also, if we choose any vectors in R2, and then our combination should be U1 and U2 as the coefficient of these vectors. So W is W span R2. Okay. Then look at this. The question is, uh, does the basis in any factors unique or not? Jadi apakah pertanyaannya basis di suatu ruang vektor itu tunggal atau tidak? Uh, So the answer is no. Uh, it means that we can find an other basis in any vector space. Jadi kita bisa temukan basis itu ternyata tidak satu, himpunan basis itu tidak satu di sebuah row vector. Kita bisa dapatkan basis yang lain. For example, we from the example we know that the vectors the set of 1, 0 and 0, 1 is a basis of R2, yeah, from the example. So in this problem now, we 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 will prove that this set also a basis of R2. Okay, how to do that? So we must do some two things. We must do uh, S, yeah, S. So, okay, we uh, identify S as the set of 1, 0, 1, 1 here, here. So, uh, for the uh, for for the A, I will show that S is linear independent. Linear independence. Independence. How to get it? How to do that? In R2, yeah.
Yeah.
So to show linear independence, we make the linear combination of 1, 0 and K2 1, 1 is equal to 0, 0. And we uh, we multiply Q1 by 1, 0. We have Q1, comma 0. Here we have Q2, comma Q2, and then 0, 0. Then we add two factors. We have Q1 plus Q2 in the first component. In the second component is Q2, and this is 0, 0. So we have two equation. Q1 plus Q2 is equal to 0. Q2 is equal to 0, yeah, by equalize the side, right side and the left side. And of course, we already have Q2 is equal to 0. Then we substitute Q2 by 0 here. And in the first equation, then we have that key one also 0. So we have key one, key two, are 0, yeah. Then we conclude that so we conclude that uh, X is a linear combination, linear 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 independence in R2. So we uh, have proved our first claim, yeah. X is a linear independence in sorry, not yeah. This linear independence is linear independence in R2. And now the second claim is jadi kita klaim dulu, kita nyatakan dulu ya, dia bebas linear, tapi kemudian kita buktikan. Yang kedua juga gitu, S spans span R2, so we must prove by taking vectors ya, U1 vektor sembarang, U2 in R2. So we must show that these vectors must be linear combination of P1 U1 P1 P1 1 0 and K2 0 1 1. So we must find K1 and K2 for any U. Then we U1 sorry U1 U1 and U2, then this is equal to we multiply Q1 here we have, and Q2 we have Q2 comma Q2, yeah. I think this is the same, yeah, the same thing we have already in the in A, yeah.
Okay.
Now U1 and U2, then we have this is Q1 plus Q2 comma Q2. Then we have two equation here. Equation Q1 plus Q2 is equal to U1, and Q2 is equal to U2. So we have already Q2 here, Q2, and then substitute Q2 in the first equation. We have Q1 plus U2 equal to U1. Then we have Q1 is U1 minus U2. So we have the Q1 and Q2, yeah. It means that for any factor U in W, we have the linear combination where the coefficient is Q1 and Q2 like this, yeah. So we conclude that S span R2, and by combination of these two conclusion, we have the final conclusion. So S is a basis in so this is our final conclusion. And so to show a set, a basis, we must do two things. We must show that the set is linear independence. We must show that the set spans R2.
Okay.
Okay, uh, let's talk about uh, example exercise
Mm,
2. Uh, this is we have four factors, and the four factors like this: m1, m2, m3, and m4. We want to investigate, or we want to prove that this set, we call it also S. S is a basis of M22. What is M22? M22 is a set which have a vector space uh, of fact matrix 3 or 2 times 2, matrix 2 times 2, where the components of this matrix are in uh, real numbers. So this is what what we say about what is M22. Okay, after we know what is M22, so we have that S is a vectors of a set of vectors M1, M2, M3, and 4, and 4. So we want to show two things. S is linear independence, independence um, even of M22. So yeah, we do the same the similar way. Yeah, we do the similar way. Key one, of course, we must write more than the example one, because our factors more than uh, more than example one. We have four here, and the previous only two. Yeah, key two and two plus key three and three plus key four, and is equal to 0. In this case, 0 is 0, 0, 0, 0. So we have key 1, and this is 1, 0, 0, 0, plus key 2, 0, 1, 0, 0, plus key 3, 0, 0, 1, 0, and key 4, 0, 0, 0, 1. And this is will be 0, 0, 0, 0. And term multiplication by scalar uh, of these vectors, we have that key 1, key 2, you can prove, or you can make it detail by yourself. Okay,
okay.
this is key 3, key 4, and equalize by 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah. Then we have automatically key 1 0, key 2 is 0, key 3 also, and key 4 also 0. So we can conclude that uh, uh, is linear independence in okay. I will let you to prove this the second line as a span onto two, and the way, or uh, the proof is similar to the previous problem. Yeah, so you can copy it in the first problem, become here in the second, and modify according to the vectors and the linear combination. Okay, now we want to go to new concept. We say about coordinate relative, yeah, coordinate relative to a basis. So we assume that a set of vectors is a basis. Jadi harus ada asumsi atau diketahui pasti terlebih dahulu bahwa sebuah himpunan vektor itu basis di sebuah ruang vektor. And then we choose, ya, we choose any vectors. Jadi kita ambil suatu vectors. And of course, because S is a basis, we have the linear combination of V respect to V1, V2, and VR. Now we take the coefficient, oh yeah, only the coefficient, yeah, as the coordinate relative, yeah, of V to basis S. Then this is the symbol or the notation for the coordinate relative. Coordinate relative contain the coefficients in the linear combination. So C1 from here, C2 from here, and Cn from or CR, yeah. CR from here. So this is how to make coordinates relative of V respect to basis. Okay, look at this example. We already know about this set. This set is a basis of R2, and now we take a factor U in R2, and we want to find the coordinate relative of U.
Okay.
Okay, then this is U.
Yeah.
And this is a set the basis the factors in the basis. Yeah, this is U1. Yeah, maybe U1. And this is U2. Yeah, U2. This is U1. And this is factor U2. We, we give the value of U the 3,2. And then this is, yeah, I will make it in the left, in the right to make it clear for you.
Okay.
U is equal to C1 U1 plus C2 U2, and we want to know what is the value of C1 and C2, and give the value of 2 of U, and this is C1 10 plus C2 1 comma 1. Then we have 3,2 is equal to, we multiply here, C1 0, and this is C2 comma C2. Then we have 3,2 is equal to C1 plus C2 in the first component. In the second component will be C2. And so we have C1 plus C2 is equal to 3. C2 is equal to 2. So we already have C2, 2. And then we have C1 is equal to 3 minus 2. Yeah, because we move C2 to the right. So we have C1 is 1. Then we have that the coordinate relative. So yeah, so coordinates relative relative U uh, to basis S is U basis S ya, basis S as subscript
Okay.
is equal to
Okay.
1 and 2.
Two.
So this is the coordinate relative of vectors respect to a basis. Okay. Now we we will define about dimension. X is uh, a basis of a vector space, yeah, uh, is a basis of V, yeah, vector
Yeah.
space. Then uh, we have here n vectors, yeah, in this sets. So dimension of V is n. N is
Oh,
the number of vectors in the basis.
okay.
So this is dimension. We know that in R2, for example, R2, the dimension of R2 is
Yeah.
equal to 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Dimension of R3 is equal to 3.
Mhm.
And dimension of M22, what is dimension of M22?
M22. M.
We have 4, yeah, because we already saw, yeah, this
Oh,
is a basis of M22. Yeah.
okay.
And there are 4 factors in S. Then we say that M22, dimension of M22 is 4.
Useful.
Okay, maybe the dimension is finite, yeah, finite, or maybe the dimension is infinite. So, but infinite is uh, yang we it is rare, and usually we only have a dimension of vector space is finite.
Okay.
If only contains 0 vectors, only this one, we say that the dimension of V is equal to 0. Okay, this is some theorems. Uh, we we say that if we know the dimension of V n, then if we have more than n vectors, yeah, if we have a set with more than n vectors, so this set must be not linearly independent. Jadi kalau kita punya suatu ruang vektor dimensi 3 misalkan, maka kalau ada 4 vektor, pasti 4 vektor itu tidak akan bebas linear. Jadi kalau jumlah vektornya melebihi jumlah dimensinya, maka himpunan itu pasti tidak bebas linear. And the other hand, there is no set with the vector less than n spanning V. Jadi kalau ada jumlah vektornya kurang dari n, suatu vektor dimensi n, maka himpunan itu pasti tidak bisa membangun. Jadi kalau kurang dia tidak bisa membangun, kalau lebih dia tidak bebas linear. So
Yeah.
this is uh, the theorem. You can use this theorem without proving, ya, without, jadi tanpa membuktikan, cukup menerapkan.
Okay.
Okay, so the second, all basis for a vector space of finite dimension have the same number of vectors. So uh, we we have that X is U1, U2, and U3 is the basis of 3. So any other basis, W, for example, must be also 3 vectors. W, W2, and W3. Jadi jumlah vektor di basis suatu ruang yang sudah diketahui dimensinya itu pasti sama dengan jumlah dimensinya itu. Jadi kalau R3 itu pasti basisnya jumlah vektornya 3. Tidak boleh jumlah vektornya. Jadi kalau ini S yang isinya cuma 1, 2 vektor misalkan, pasti tidak akan jadi basis di R3 karena jumlahnya kurang. So, jadi kalau di dimensi n, berarti jika kita punya n vektor, maka dia itu pasti membangun dan bebas linear. Jadi yang penting itu memastikan di ruang vektor dimensinya berapa, kemudian himpunan vektor itu jumlahnya berapa, dan itu harus sama. Ya. Kalau kurang, nggak mungkin menjadi basis. Kalau lebih juga nggak mungkin jadi basis. Okay, in this example, we know that dimension of R2 is 2, and we have two vectors. And these two vectors have been proved is a basis of R2. Then we say that dimension of R2 will be 2, yeah, because we have two vectors here. If we only have one vectors in R2, berarti kan kurang ya. Ini hanya satu vektor, sedangkan dimensinya 2, karena di atas sudah dibuktikan dia dimensinya 2, pasti dia tidak akan membangun ya. Tadi kan pernyataannya pasti ini tidak akan membangun R2.
Okay.
And the other hand, if we have 3 vectors in R2, then this set will be not linearly independent. So this is some application of theorem without proving. Oh, this is some how to solve. Okay, I will show you. Is there any other question mark? No, only
No,
this.
only yeah.
Yeah, okay. I will show you using other slide. Yeah, I will find the other slide. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I will find the other slide. Yeah, maybe here. But
I thought, yeah.
in the slide. Wait a minute. P 2 minus x plus x square S is 1 plus x, 1 plus x square, and x plus x square. And the matrix is 2, 0, minus 1, 3, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0,
0,
0,
0,
0, 1,
1,
0,
0,
and
0,
uh,
0, 0, 1.
0, 0, 0, 1. Then the others will be 3 minus 3, 7 minus 3, and 9 minus 1.
This one.
Okay, we go back to the slide because we already do in the previous slide. Yeah, so I will go back to the previous slide. Okay, then I will what we must have here. This is P, and this is X. Yeah, so this is all of this question mark is equation. Yeah. Then this is uh, set S, set S. Like here, this is X, plus X, X also, and this is M1, M2, M3, M4. This is M. This is a basis S. A basis S contain M1, M2, M3, and M4. And this is M22, and this is we have two factors here. Okay. Okay, let's go to the first problem. First problem is how to get the coordinate relative of P, yeah, of P respect to S. So we want to find P based on the basis S. Okay, so P must be a linear combination uh, of of the vectors 1 plus x, sorry, 1 plus x, 1 plus x, and plus C2, yeah, C2. C2 is 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square, and plus C3 is uh, x plus x square, x plus x square. Then P is here, 2 minus x plus x square. So we have 2 minus x plus x square. Then we multiply C1 here. If you already know how to multiply and of them, you can go directly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I will make it detail for you now. Later I will make it short. C1 plus C1x plus C2 plus C2x square plus C3 plus C3 plus C3x, and this is C3x square. Then uh, that all of them we have, so that uh, this is the constanta or constant C1 and C2. Yeah, we have sorry, not. We have C1 plus C2, yeah, because constant from C1 and C2, plus then the coefficient of X will be C1, and here plus C3. So this is the constant, constant. This is the uh, coefficient of X, and here, sorry, uh, X is the coefficient of X squared. Here, and also here. So we have that C2 plus C3 X squared.
Okay.
Okay, then we equalize both sides. 2 must be equalized by C1 plus C3. This is minus 1. Yeah, minus 1.
Yeah.
Minus 1 must be equalized to C1 plus C3.
C3.
And here, we implicitly we have 1 here,
Yeah.
must be equalized to the C2
Plus
plus
C3.
C3. So we have three equation. C1 plus C2 is equal to 2.
Yeah.
C1 plus C3 is equal to minus 1. And C2 plus C3 is equal to 1. Yeah, we have three equation. We have three equation in three variable. This is three equation in three variables. Okay, how to get the result? We can do substitution and elimination methods. We already know. For example, we want to eliminate C1 here. We subtract, kurangkan ya. We subtract uh, first equation to a second equation. So C1 will be eliminated. So we have here C2 minus C3
Yeah.
is equal to 2 minus minus 1. We will have 3.
3.
And then combine with the third equation. The third equation is C1, C2 plus C3 is equal to 1. We add them ya.
Yeah.
Jadi kalau tadi dikurangkan, sekarang dijumlah untuk menghilangkan C3.
Okay.
And we have that 2C2 will be 4. And then we have that C2,
So
C2 is 2. Okay, we have C2, 2. We can substitute any factors in any equation. We choose the first equation
yeah.
here. C1 plus 2 is equal to 2. So we have that C1 will be, sorry, C1 will be
0.
0. Okay?
Yeah.
C1 will be 0. So we have C1 here and C2
C2.
here. And the last, we must get a C3. Yeah,
Okay.
we can use any
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
equation. Maybe here, yeah, maybe
Okay.
C2, or yeah, can be here also, yeah.
Yeah.
C1, C1 0 plus C3
Okay.
is equal to minus 1. So we have C3 is equal to minus 1. Okay, we have already C1, C2, and C3, yeah. So the coordinate relative of P respect to basis S will be 0, comma,
Uh,
2,
2
comma,
minus
minus 1.
1.
So this is how to get the coordinate relatives of vectors respect to basis.
Okay.
Okay, so you can do it by yourself. Then for the uh, uh, number two, number three is done, yeah, because you can answer that the dimension of M22 is 4, yeah, because a basis in this M22 have 4 vectors. Yeah, so 3 is already done. Dimension of M22 is 4.
Oh.
And number two, for number two, it means that you must find number two. Number two, you must find M, vector M, coordinate relative vector M respect to S. M is vectors what we have uh, 2 0 0 2 0 minus 1 3 2 0 minus 1 3, and the set is 4. M1 is uh, minus 1 0 0, and M2 is 1 1 0 0, M3 is 0 0 1 0, and M4 is
Yeah.
0 0 0
Zero,
1.
zero, one.
And so we must make the linear combination. M is uh, C1 or any symbol, yeah. You can use any symbol. C1, this is M1, this is M2, and this is M3, this is M4. So we must have M is equal to C1 M1 plus C2 M2 plus C3 M3 plus C4 M4. And then from here, you must find C1, you must find C2, you must find C3, and you must find C4. Yeah, please do it by yourself, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, number 3 is already done. Dimension of
And
M22
two
is
is
4.
4.
Okay, number four, uh, investigate basis or not. It means that uh, we must uh, we must we must investigate, and this is a basis or not. C comma minus 3 comma 9 comma minus 1. Uh, S is a basis of R2, yeah, R2.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the question. So, in the beginning, in the definition, we must show S is linear independent independent of R2, and second, we must show that S spans span span two. But from the theorem, jadi
Yeah.
kalau menurut teorema, ya, eh, kalau kita punya dimensinya n, kemudian S yang kita mau tunjukkan basis itu punya juga dimensi vektornya sebanyak n, maka untuk menunjukkan dia basis itu cukup cukup ya, hanya menunjukkan dia bebas linear atau span, salah satu saja. Jadi kalau menggunakan teorema, tapi teorema ini berarti dimensinya sudah harus diketahui dulu ya. R2 itu dimensinya 2. Jadi asumsinya dimensinya diberikan. Kemudian eh, apa, vektornya ternyata ada 2 buah juga kan ini. Maka kalau berdasarkan teorema itu kita cukup buktikan satu saja, linear independent atau span saja.
Okay.
Okay, so because we already know the dimension of R2 ya, tapi ini syaratnya ini ya. Jadi dimensinya sudah diketahui gitu ya. Kalau
Okay.
dimensinya di dimension of R2 is 2, so we say that we can prove that S is a basis by proving that Q1 7 minus 3 plus Q2 9 comma minus 1 is equal to 0 0, and then we have 7 Q1 plus 9 Q2 is equal to 0 minus 3 Q1
Then
minus
minus one
Q2 is equal to 0.
zero.
So we can, what we have here, maybe times 9 here. Times 9 will be 9, will be 20.
27.
Then we have 20 Q1 is equal to 0. So Q1 will be 0. And substitute Q1 to the first or the second, we have Q2 must be 0 also. So uh, X is linear independence of R2.
Two.
And so ya, jadi setelah kita nyatakan dia linear independent, sehingga S itu S is a basis ya, karena dari teorema tadi bahwa kalau dia sudah dibuktikan independen dengan jumlahnya sama dengan basisnya, maka S itu basisnya. Okay, next we want to talk about solution space of a homogeneous system.
Okay.
This is the last concept we want to talk to in the chapter 4. This is solution space. It means that we have homogeneous system, and a homogeneous system in the symbol like this. Based on the theory, the homogeneous linear system contains two kinds of solution. The the first kind is x will be 0. So this is uh, uh, the zero solution ya, solusi nol pasti gitu ya. Itu menjadi solusi apapun bentuk sistem homogen. But the interesting one is to find or to know that the solution is not zero. Jadi kalau solusi nol itu kan otomatis
Iya.
untuk semua sistem homogen itu kita masukkan variabelnya nilainya nol pasti memenuhi. Tapi ada juga sistem homogen yang kemudian solusinya nggak nol. Nah, jadi so we have two kind of solution, uh, uh, zero solution and not zero solution. Nah, kalau dikumpulkan, if we collect all of the solution of the homogeneous system, ya, Yeah. So we collect it where a x is 0. Jadi x itu berasal dari sistem persamaan homogennya. Dan this is called X solution space. Solution space of homogeneous homogeneous system. Jadi kita punya ruang baru yang ingin kita periksa lebih lanjut, namanya ruang solusi namanya. Uh,
Oke.
this is called as solution space. Okay, how to get the what will we do for this solution space? The first is we must know basis uh, of this space, basis of S. So this is our first question. The second question, dimension of S. Jadi dimensinya berapa? So this is what will we do in this concept? We want to know the basis of this space, and also we want to know the dimension of this space.
Oke.
And how to do that, and what steps to do that. This is the step. The first is we must determine the solution. Jadi kita harus tahu X-nya itu apa. X-nya apa. We must know the solution of X is equal to 0. Jika hanya memang 0, ya sudah, nggak perlu dicari, karena proses ini berarti 0 itu cuma satu-satunya gitu ya. Tapi
Ya.
kalau nggak 0, itu nanti uh, we must determine the spanning set, and then we investigate whether they are linearly independent or not. Kalau dua ini terpenuhi, maka kan berarti nanti kita tahu basisnya.
Oke.
Okay, so this is the step how to know the basis and how to determine the dimension of solution space. Okay, look at the example. Yeah, we jump into the example.
Oke.
Okay, we have here and we make the matrix of this equation. We have that we have two equation in five variables. This is two minus 1, 0, 0, 1. Here we have minus 1, 2, minus 3, 1. And the third we have 1, 1, minus
Minus
2,
2,
minus
minus 1.
0,
Oh ya.
0, minus 1. And the fourth we have 0, 0, 1, 1,
1,
1.
1.
Yeah. Okay. Multiply it by x1, uh, x2, x2, x4, x3, x4, and x5. Then in the right side we have 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Let's we do uh, function, method function to get to find the solution. To find the solution, remember in the previous previous chapters, we uh, we we will do a function to get the uh, method echelon baris, apa, sorry, matrik echelon baris, berarti row echelon matrix ya, uh, echelon matrix. So this is row echelon matrix, and so reduce row echelon matrix, reduce row echelon matrix. This is our goal, yeah. So we make an augmented matrix, 2, 2, -1, 0, 1, 0. We put the right side here,
Yeah.
-1, -1, 2, -3, 1, 0. Here, 1, 1, -2, 0, -1. And this is 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. And this is will be our augmented matrix. Okay.
Halo?
Some
Halo?
row function. Uh, uh, we the first one is we want to get a leading one here.
Ya?
We can divide by 2, but we must avoid fraction in the beginning. So it betters to swap ya to tukar baris.
Eh,
Uh, uh, row one ya we swap row one with
sorry.
row three. So we have that one one
One
minus
minus two,
zero
zero,
minus one
minus one,
zero. This is minus one,
two,
2 minus
minus
3,
three,
1
one, zero,
0, and this is
one,
2,
two,
2 minus
minus
1,
zero,
0 1
one, zero.
0, and then 0 0 1 1 1 0.
Zero.
Okay, after we get leading one here, we must have any other components, any other elements in this column should be zero. Yeah, so we want to make -1 will be zero, 2 will be zero. But the operation is only by using a row operation. Ya, jadi in this case we add we add 1 to the -1 to make -1 become zero. In terms of row, it means that B1 add to B2. Jadi B2 ditambah oleh B1. Oh, sorry, not B ya, R ya. Sorry, I confused with this R1, row 1, add to row. And we can do simultaneously uh, by using to making these components zero will uh, will be zero. So we have that uh, row three row three or minus 2 times row one add to row three. Jadi kalikan dua, kalikan dengan min 2, tambahkan ke baris 3. So we have that row 1 is not effect, so we still we can make it, we can copy it, uh, and then the 2 will be changed, become 0, 0. This is will be 0. This is -3. This is will be 0. Jadi this will be 0.
Zero.
And, and 0. Okay, 0 here. Okay. we multiply by minus 2, we have, of course, this is must be 0, and this is also 0. Minus 2, plus 4, and add to -1 will be 3 here. -2 uh, times -1 become 2, add to 1 will be 3. And the fourth is not affect, so we make it quick. Okay, now we have this is already leading one. Then leading one. Uh, Furthermore, to further than different than in the uh, so we must have leading one. We can swap again row 2 with row 4 to make uh, this one become leading one.
One.
Yeah, okay. We swap 2 and 4. We have uh, 2 0 1 0.
Hmm.
This is will be 0 0 1 1 1
And
0. This is 0 0 3
8,
3 0
8.
3 0, and this is 0 0 0 minus 3 0
Zero,
0.
zero.
Okay, this is the leading one, and so we want to make the 3 will be 0, yeah, here.
Yeah.
So we have by using this leading one, yeah, this is
Yeah.
leading one, this is leading one. So by using this leading one, okay, we also make -2 will be 0 also by using this leading one. So uh, uh, 2 times uh, 2 times row 2, 2 times row 2, 2 times row 2, add to row 1 to make this one will be 0. And then -3 R2 to R3. Jadi we add to R3. Okay, what we have? R2 is not affect. We make 0 0 1 1 1 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, we multiply to 0. This is not affect. This is will be 0. This is will be 2. Yeah. Plus 2 times 2 plus 0. And this is will be 2 will be 1. Yeah. Okay, what happened to the third to the third? We have this is will be 0, -3 will be here. This
Yeah.
is minus 3, yeah, and this is 0.
Do.
Sorry, this is 0, yeah,
Hmm?
will be 0, yeah,
Oh.
and the form is not open. Is still we can make -3 0 0. Okay, look at this one. Next, this is leading one. So the next leading one must be -3. -3, we divide by -3, -3, R3, R3. We have that 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0. This is 0, 0, 1, 1,
1
0,
0
0, 0,
0
0,
0 1
0, 0,
0
This is 0 minus 3, 0, 0. Okay, we have class A4. We have this leading one. This is another leading one. And we want to make this is will be 0, this is will be 0, and also this is will be 0. So we have that uh, to for the to make to become 0, we must have minus 2 R3, yeah, because location of leading one in R3, plus add to R1 to make this one will be 0. To make this one will be 0, we must have minus R3 add to R2. And make minus 3 will be 0, we have 3 times R3 add to R4. Yeah, so we have that. Of course, R3 is not effect, so we make 0, 0, 0, R3, 1, 0, 0 here.
Yeah.
And for the fourth, we have that 0, 0, 0. This is will be 0.
Mhm.
So the fourth, all of them are 0.
Okay.
And then for the second row, we have 0, 0, 0, 1. This is will be 0. 0, 0, 1. This is will be 0, 1, 0. And in the fourth, we have here
Yeah.
1, 1,
Then,
0. This
um,
is 0. This
um,
is 1
one.
and 0. Okay.
Okay.
We have this result. This is the final step to get the reduce row echelon matrix. This is the condition is reduce row echelon matrix. Yeah, and then we go back to the system. We have x1 plus x2 plus x5 is equal to 0. Yeah,
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
Mhm.
and this one is x3 plus x4 is equal to 0. And the third we have x4 is equal to 0. Yeah, and the fourth we have no equation. So we already have x4 here. And sorry, this is x5, yeah. X5. Uh, in the second, we have that x3 uh, is minus x4, x5, minus x5. Sorry, this is x5 also, yeah. Yeah. And x1 here in the first, we have x1 will be minus x2 minus x5. So we need we can see that x1 and x2 depend on x
And
and x5. In that case, we suppose, we suppose, jadi dimisalkan yang yang sebelah kanan ini namanya bebas linear. Variabel bebas, bukan bebas linear ya. Variabel bebas. Variabel yang di sebelah kirinya, x1, x3 is variabel tidak bebas. Nah, untuk variabel bebas, kita bisa misalkan dia dengan we suppose that the independent variable as x5 supposed by parameter t and
x2 x2 suppose as parameter. If we make this assumption, so we have x1 will be minus s minus t. x3 x3 will be minus t. Ya, because x3 minus x5, x5 3 berarti so we have x3 is minus t.
Okay.
And the last x4 absolutely 0. So the solution of linear homogeneous system is one is minus x minus t, x2 is s, x3 is minus t, x4 is 0, x5 is t. Okay, look at the how we arrange the solution. We can say that x will be minus s minus t. Yeah, this is s and minus t, 0 and t. Now we make the span. We make the span based on the parameters. So we divide become two factors, yeah, because we have two parameters here. We have this is minus s 0 0 0 and plus by this is minus t 0 minus t 0 and t. After that we have that s can be pulled out from the first first factors will be minus 1 1 0 0 0, and this is t will be minus 1 0 minus 1 0 1. So we have that uh, so uh, the solution space solution space uh, span 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 by S contains two factors, minus 1, 1,
Mm.
minus 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, and the second is minus 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1.
1.
So this is the candidate of basis in S. Basis in what we have the span, the set, the yeah. Oh, sorry. We already have set here.
Yeah.
So the solution space span by we have this is maybe symbol WM. So W span span S, where S is uh, the solution space of homogeneous system.
Mm.
We so we can also check that W is linear independence. Linear independence of it is this is easy, yeah, easy to check because key one minus 1 1 0 0 0 and plus key 2
minus 1, 0, minus 1, 0,
One.
1, and this is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We have that key 1 will be same as key 2 and will be 0. So we have that W is linearly independent. So, so W is a basis
Yes.
of S.
Yes.
So, yeah, the last dimension of this
That
is
is two.
2, because the number of vectors in W is 2.
Is two. Yeah.
Okay, this is how to solve the problem to get the solution of basis and dimension of this this homogeneous system.
Okay.
The basis is W and the dimension is 2.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. As I told you before that I must end the class at, at 8, and now I will stop this